Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. I am here in my garden with one purpose in mind this evening, and that is to collect some yarrow. It has started flowering. Both the flowers and the leaves are great to use medicinally. My plan is to infuse them in an oil. You'd use the plant matter in an oil. I plan to use olive oil for about 4 to 6 weeks. And it's great for topically for healing wounds. You can use it in skincare, and it helps fight inflammation and heal things like cuts. It has antiseptic properties, and so I'm going to use this. And actually, I might use some plantain also, because that also is excellent for wounds and skin healing. But this is medicine in the garden and medicine in action, y'all. Alright, y'all, it is a couple days later, and I have had my yarrow and my plantain out and drying. The yarrow is quite dry. It's been only a couple days. The plantain is not quite as dry, but it's okay, because again, we're gonna infuse the oil for 4 to 6 weeks. And then we're going to take the plant matter out, and we're going to keep this in a dark and cool cabinet so that it does not go rancid. And actually, I think this is quite a large plantain leaf, so I'm going to actually leave this one to dry a little bit longer. And we'll use these two plantain leaves. I'm just cutting the plant matter into this jar. No real rhyme or reason here. And so I've got the jar about halfway filled up with oil, or I'm sorry, with plant matter. I'm gonna go and grab my oil. And I'm just using an extra virgin olive oil. We're going to go ahead and cover all of this with that oil. I'm going to take a clean chopstick and just try to make sure that all of the plant matter is submerged below the oil and that all the air bubbles are kind of out of it. It's like a lot of that plant matter is trying to float to the top. All right, y'all. There we have it. Just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, some herbs from my garden. I'm going to set. I'm going to let this infuse for 4 to 6 weeks. Probably 4, just because the plantain wasn't super dry. And the concern with using fresh plant matter for making oils is that they can turn the oil rancid because the water content is higher. And so you want to infuse for less time, and then you want to make sure that you remove all of the plant matter out of the oil. But this will sit. This will be wonderful for bug bites, irritated skin, anywhere that we have bruises. Both the yarrow and the plantain have anti-inflammatory properties, antiseptic properties. You can use this on cuts, and really, really easy to make. So there you have it, y'all. I just let the yarrow pretty much dry for, it's been 2.5 days now. And here we go. And that's making medicine at home, y'all. No over-the-counter stuff and all things that you probably have in your kitchen and right outside your door. Good morning, folks. So we are now 4 weeks after I infused the yarrow and plantain into this oil, and it is time to take it out. So we're going to strain it. You do not really need anything special for this. I don't buy jars save for canning to follow safe canning practices. But for something like this, just use a jar. This is an Old Spice jar that has been well washed. And sorry, I'm looking for funnel. I use these collapsible silicone. It's just what we got. All right. So I'm actually going to put this inside of here because the surrounding area, this is mesh and I don't want it to go anywhere. I just want it to go through the bottom. So it's been 4 weeks. Because I did not use very, very dry plant matter, I'm not going to leave it in the oil longer than 4 weeks. It has been in a cool, dark cabinet, so no light. Therefore, again, it helps protect the oil from going rancid. I'm going to bring this down so you can see as I strain it in here. It's still going everywhere. Dang. Oh well, actually, maybe what I should do is this. Flip it around. There we go. That works better. Get all that beautiful plant stuff out of there. I'm making a mess, y'all. That's what happens when I try to do things not fully caffeinated in the morning. It's not good. Does not yield good results. All right. So there you can see it's beautiful infused oil. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. But again, you're just gonna take this, store it in, again, cool dark cabinet. It's good probably, my guess would be like 3 to 6 months. Do not put it in the refrigerator because it is oil and it will just harden and then you won't be able to use it. You could possibly, if you wanted more of like a salve instead of an oil consistency, you could mix this, I guess, with like beeswax and blend it to make it more firm. But as I've said previously, this is great for stopping itching on bug bites, for cuts, minor cuts, not gushing, gaping wounds, or dirty wounds. And yeah, we'll use this. We get bug bitten all season long. The mosquitoes love me for some reason, and so this will definitely be coming very in handy this summer.